Hey, what's up guys? It's Cypher, and I have a pretty big announcement to make. I want to start off by saying that this video is sponsored by the Change Initiative. I partnered up with the Change Initiative to come up with a gaming clothing line, which is actually going to be coming out September 2nd in select Target stores and on the online Target shop. This has been a really crazy ride. You might have seen me wear some of these shirts on stream or in my Twitter posts or my Instagram posts. I personally love them. I wear them all the time. My wife wears them. We got some to show you right now. I'm actually wearing one. This one is called Game Addict, and you'll notice that a lot of these shirt designs are like retro 80s themed, and that's because I really like that theme. But there's different types of designs. There's actually like, I think there's like 11 different designs for both males and female. I want to show you some of the ones I really like. This one's Noob Slayer. This is one of my favorite ones. On top of that, this is the one that was directly influenced by me with the How to Win series on Fortnite 200 IQ gamer t-shirt. Okay, and some of these come in black, gray, white. Some of them come in only one color. You can check the online store to see. We've got all sizes. This has been like such a huge experience for me working on a campaign of this magnitude with Target. Like we're launching a clothing line with Target. That's mind-boggling to me, and it's been such a fun experience working with these artists, helping design, helping influence, and you know, picking which ones we like the most and which ones I'm gonna be personally wearing, that I have been wearing. So there's a link in the description below that will take you where you need to go if you want to buy these shirts. You can also check your local Target this back to school season. It will be selling in select Target stores. All the information is going to be in the description of this video, guys. This has been amazing to work on. I'm so glad I can finally share it with you guys. I really hope you guys like the designs, and if you do end up buying a shirt, please do send a picture in to my Twitter. I'll put all my info down below, especially this one, guys. This is one of my favorite ones, and there's a lot of really cool designs for everybody. We're talking from kids going back to school and adults like me who just like to wear gaming t-shirts. You know what to do, YouTube or Twitter, whoever's watching this right now. You want to support me, you want to support the projects that I'm working on, check the link in the description down below. Thank you guys so much. It's been an amazing opportunity, and I really want to give a big shout out to the artists who helped design these t-shirts, and also to Target, who's going to be selling these t-shirts. Thank you guys. My name is Cypher, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing an educational commentary, and during this commentary I'm going to focus on third parties, basically how to fight, how to deal with third parties, how to prevent yourself from getting third partied, and you know, different strategies you can do to basically make somebody the third party. Means someone enters the fight, but it's not that bad if, you know, they're focusing your enemy. But when both players are focusing you, that's when it gets a little tricky. So strategies to try to make the fight turn back around in your favor. This guy right here, I'm just gonna walk up, build a ramp. Unfortunately, I was out of materials. Out of ammo on that. Took a shot. I think another guy just tried to snipe me. All right, I'm gonna go straight up this. No. He's inside right now. We have C4. We'll probably end up using the C4, to be honest with you. All right, I see where he is. He's inside there. Hit him once with the SMG. Tagged him for 70 and then finished him off. So what I was saying is, like, you can be the third party. Basically a way to make it to where instead of you being double teamed, you turn the fight around and you become the person that's double teaming. You feel me? Little complicated, but you'll get what I'm saying here in a second. All right, so we start off with 3 quick kills. That's okay. It's just early game stuff. We took the house and we made sure we had some loot before pushing out. So right now we have a good amount of shields. We have extra shields. We have good weaponry. And we don't have a lot of mats, so I'm going to go ahead and farm up just a tiny bit. These fences give a good amount of wood. Early game, I'm talking I need at least 300 before I start like trying to engage with anybody early in the game. 600 plus mid game and 1,000 plus late game is what you're looking in terms of material numbers. So what I'm gonna do this game is I'm gonna try to intentionally try to find people or put myself in a spot where I might get double teamed or triple teamed, so I can show you guys how I go about it. It's different things, different little things I do to help with it. One thing I do want to mention is that the best way to avoid getting double teamed is to finish fights quickly. If you're taking too long in your fights, that inevitably will cause you to get third partied. So you got to be able to finish fights quicker. You got to adjust your play style, be a little more aggressive if you need to. The longer you take to finish a fight, you attract too much attention to yourself. More people might be passing by. Somebody might be close enough. The way I usually fight is I try to finish the fight as quickly as possible. So if that somebody is nearby and they end up coming out. This guy is, he's doing the technique of walking forward. So I actually hear somebody right now on top of the house. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to back up a little bit and come up right here. We got another person on top of us. Right now I'm building out. Not a lot of mats left on me. I'm gonna just hide right here and hope that he doesn't see me. Pop his shield. Got my shotgun out and ready. I see him. So we got to go for a Hail Mary play here. Just going to go for a shotgun shot and then follow up with as many, we only have one shotgun shot anyways, so. There we go. So that was a good third party situation. Well, it wasn't good. It was actually really painful. We were going against that first guy who was literally just holding left click and walking forward. Unfortunately, that, move is actually useful. Just holding left click and walking forward. It's actually a useful move. And it sucks that it's as useful as it is, but it is. It's a useful move, and people will use it against you. So we'll pop in the slurp. I'm gonna go ahead and try to find a med kit as quickly as I can, or some bandages or something, but I don't think there is any. So I heard somebody else in this house, and I decided to start disengaging to try to create some distance between me and the other two players. The more distance there is between you and the other two, the better chance that they're gonna fight each other. So that's what kind of, that didn't really end up happening. All right, this guy is built up top. He seems kind of good. I'm gonna go ahead and come up the side, trying to knock him down. He looks like he's got C4. I'm running out of materials. There we go. So even though we held the low ground there, we just kept protecting ourselves with the limited materials that we did have, and we ended up catching him with a good shotgun shot and followed it up with SMG, or not SMG, drum gun, basically SMG, to finish him off. So the further you are away from the two opponents, the better chance that they'll fight each other. Those guys didn't really end up fighting each other. They both were still kind of shooting me, and that's gonna happen. But we finished off one of the opponents quickly so we can turn it into a 1v1. And the reason we were able to finish that guy off quickly is because he was brainless. Like, he was just walking forward, pressing left click. He wasn't really thinking about his gameplay or protecting himself. So we were able to shotgun him in the face and take him down. And we're low on materials and low on health, but we still somehow managed to pull out of that situation and kill the Galaxy skin user. And we just played that patiently and waited for opportunity. You gotta like understand what your options are, and we really only had one option in that situation. We couldn't really run away because we didn't have enough materials to run away, so we had to go for like that one shotgun play and then just put a bunch of pressure on our opponent. And one thing I want to say is that even if you have low health, right, even if you have low health, play like you don't. if you play like you have low health, your opponent will see that and they'll smell weakness, and they'll I don't know, you might give them that confidence that they need to play properly. One thing I do want to mention though is sometimes playing like you have low health is a good thing. All right, we almost trap killed this guy, but unfortunately it did not work out. And he's actually almost out of SMG ammo. He hasn't reloaded it. So the reason why I pushed this dude or this chick really aggressively at the end there is because of the way so she was using a submachine gun. I actually thought she was using a P90, but she's using a submachine gun, and she shot, oh my god, she shot a lot of submachine gun shots at us. So I gotta jump. Gonna go just do this strategy right here. He's inside that box. Might be building out. There we go. Go for the kill. All right. We knew that guy was weak, so we just went for it. Keep getting cut off. One thing you need to know is your opponent's ammunition. If they shoot a lot of their drum gun or SMG and you don't hear them reloading, that's a good opportunity to go for a kill, because a lot of times people are a little bit more useless when they don't have an SMG to spam. People rely on the SMG and drum gun tremendously. Even really good players rely on it. So if they don't have it reloaded, or if you feel like they used a lot of the ammo from the drum gun or SMG, that's a good time to push forward and try to take out your opponent. This situation, we got third partied, and one thing that we knew is that this guy was kind of weak, so he was in a box. The other guy was focusing our opponent, so we immediately just went for the kill. When there's 3 people involved in a fight, one, you got to figure out who the weakest opponent is, and if they're so weak that you can finish them off quickly, go for that quick finish. Or 2, if you're going against a really skilled player, and I'm talking like, you're going against a pro player, in that situation, sometimes keeping the weak opponent alive, but keeping the weak opponent in between you and the good player, or the good player in between you and the weak opponent, is the way to go about it. Because if the good player focuses the weak opponent, you can focus the good player. Or if the weak opponent focuses the good player, you can also double team the good player in that situation. So there's little hints that you're going against somebody who's good or somebody that's bad, and you can tell by the way they move, by how fast they build, by how accurate they are. There's a lot of different ways, and the more you play, the more you'll understand, okay, I'm going against a good player here. So when you're able to recognize that, you have a better time prioritizing who you're gonna fight, who you're gonna shoot, who you're gonna keep alive in a 3-party fight. Someone's coming up with a. Looks like he was going for shields. So right now we got somebody on top of us who just shot a snipe at us. So in this situation, we have someone on the high ground, someone in front of us. I'm actually going to prioritize going up. Oh no. Going up. Oh, whoa. My all right, this launch pad is not working. I think the guy from on top is building up on us. So I'm gonna go ahead. It looks like he just used the mega bounce pad. Gotta watch out. We're getting shot from the side, getting shot from the front. Right now, it's okay to box up and just assess the situation and see where people are. We haven't taken too much damage, but we are the one in the middle right now. He's on top of us right now. Looks like he's taking some shots. And there's actually another one up ahead. So now they're fighting each other. I'm going to do this move. And I'm actually going to do that again. But I'm going to go ahead and get a better angle at this. Got the kill on her. Now this guy is still alive. I'm going to go ahead and edit all these walls to try to knock him down. Maybe he'll fall for something. I don't know. We still do have a launch pad down there. He's on top of me right now. So these low ground shots are not too bad actually, because it's hard for them to shoot from that tough of an angle from the top. And it's actually a little bit easier for you to shoot them. It's weird. I mean, high ground in this situation is not the best. So right there, he landed behind me. He made an aggressive play. It seemed like he was kind of fed up with what was going on. We waited till he broke the wall, and then we shotgunned him and then followed up with an SMG to finish him off. Our shotgun luckily didn't hit for 2. It hit for 80 to the chest, and then we were able to finish him off. So in that situation, we had somebody on the high ground who ended up, you know, trying to snipe at us. But the entire time, we tried to make sure that we were in a good spot when it came to where our positioning was compared to the 2 other players. Like I said, low ground is not the death of me. Let's go ahead and build up around. This guy looks like he's trying to build up. Go ahead for the finish. Unfortunately, I tried to go for a trap play there, but I messed up my edit, and the edit failed. There's a guy over here with a sniper shooting at me. Let's go ahead and start moving towards him. You see how fast we finished that fight, chat? Like, we finished it pretty quickly so that this guy couldn't really get involved the way he wanted to. There we go. Finish that fight quick. Look, another third party showing up right now. But we finished the fight quick enough to where it's not really as much of an issue. And that guy looks like he's disengaging, actually. All right, shots being fired. Go ahead and go for a quick snipe. We barely shot that over him. I'm gonna go ahead and reload this. It looks like this guy doesn't mind standing still too much. We're gonna build up and make him go for the knockdown play. Go for the snipe. Only lost a little bit of health there. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a lot of health left. And it seems like he's going for the, you know, I'm going to spam you out technique. Very, very powerful technique. But we are going to go into bounce pad. No, we're not going to bounce pad. We're going to get screwed on the bounce pad. We're going to try to bounce pad again. And we're going to position this guy in between me and the other guy so they can start shooting each other. Now that they're shooting each other, I'm going to go ahead and build up. I'm still trying to get into the circle, but I want high ground. Now they're shooting each other, and I'm able to just, you know... I'm able just to do that. And we're actually taking a lot of storm damage, so we're going to go ahead and fly on in. Going to go ahead and use this. We have a campfire, but we're going to use the medkits. The reason why you're going to use medkits is because you have a lot of medkits. So 2 people fought us. Our priority was to put us on one side and then another guy in the middle. And when we put them in the middle and further away from me and I took the high ground, they're fighting each other and they were running side by side each other. In a very stupid way, which ended up costing them their life, both of them. All right, so we got another guy shooting ahead of us. We have a lot of materials, so we're just gonna start pushing towards him. He's actually built up in a 1x1. So I'm gonna try to show you like how I go about pushing somebody in a 1x1 like this. So first, I'm gonna use line of sight to like make it to where I don't have to use a whole lot of materials as I'm coming towards him. But you still will kind of have to use a lot of mats here. I'm gonna go ahead and just line of sight him. This house is now my line of sight. I've got bounce pads and everything. I just want to see. This thing doesn't look like it's built up on much. It's actually not. So I'm gonna get really close to make it like a hard angle for him. Trying to figure out what this thing is built up on. Okay, it looks like he's dropping down now. So he must have known that his structure wasn't built up on much. And now we're able to like connect the dots. We connected to his thing. He's got a double barrel shotgun, so we got to be extra careful here. With a double barrel shotgun, he could very easily just 2-pump us. It's one of those guns you just got to really respect. The double barrel. So even though we weren't really that close to knocking down his structure, sometimes shooting at a person's 1x1, like the bottom of their structure, it makes them nervous and it makes them make mistakes like that, like dropping down early. In my opinion, if you have a bounce pad, you should never drop down like that. You should just like try to shoot them while they shoot your structure. And then if your structure gets blown out, you just use your bounce pad. You also notice we finished that fight rather quickly. The quicker the fight, the better chance you'll have at not getting third partied. I'm gonna go ahead and build a little 1x1 just to locate these last two guys. I'm actually gonna build it really high because I do have bounce pads. I'm not really worried about getting shot down right now. The reason I'm going high is because I kind of want to bait people to trying to shoot me down, which, you know, gives away the location. I'm also gonna be able to see a lot better. Like, I already see that guy and I see that guy over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and go for this guy. He's going for this crate. Put a lot of pressure on him. I'm gonna put a wall up over here just in case the other guy decides to push me, and he didn't. But we're gonna know that this guy's probably coming in right now just because he heard a lot of shots. And if he was smart enough, he'd be moving towards us. There he is. So he's rifted on top of us right now. Should be easy just to try to take some shots at him. It looks like he's going for the looks like he's going for the circle, like the safe zone. Yeah, he is. All right, so we got a situation where we got a guy with the high ground and he's got rockets. I'm gonna go ahead and bounce towards him, take some shots to make him not peek. Let's take this low ground real quick. That's okay. The closer we get to him, the harder it is for him to actually shoot us. And he might have actually just dropped right now, giving up his high ground. I'm not too sure. It sounds like he's actually just building across. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna pretend that I'm like shooting him down. You know? He's probably worried right now. So we're not actually shooting him down. Well, we might end up shooting him down, but he's worried. It looks like he's concerned. We're just baiting him into coming down right now. That's the goal. He just dropped down. I hear his footsteps. Unfortunately, he somehow managed to hit us with a rocket as we were leaving. I'm not too worried about that though. I'm gonna go ahead and just heal back up. Unfortunately, that was bad luck because like it wasn't really something that I was expecting for him to hit that shot. Looks like he launch padded away. He must be running low on materials. Go ahead and shoot this down just in case he's hiding in the tree. It's a technique some people do. Try to catch you off guard. He might be down in the suburbs for all I know. Like down inside there. Underneath this hill. He's on top of this tree. All right. Put some pressure on him. He's gonna start building up. Right there, what I did, I basically baited him into trying to knock down my ramps. I started building up, and I built up really high on like a one thing, and like, you know, I might have taken damage if I fell down from the top, but a lot of times you can sacrifice taking a little bit of fall damage to try to dome them in the head when they peek you, and that's something that I do a lot. Sometimes I'll build a ramp with no support just so that they can try to knock it down, and as soon as they go for the knockdown, I peek out and I start shooting them in the face. So I hope you guys enjoyed this educational commentary. 18 kills talking about third parties, high kill games, just like, you know, how to fight 1v1, how to fight 1v2. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I hope you guys enjoyed that commentary. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, like the video and subscribe to the channel.